Hey everyone, I'm Lan Wang from Team 2. And first, I would like to introduce my team first. So Brayden is a programmer of the team, and Naomi is a 3D artist and UI designer. And I'm the game designer and also do some project management and art assets. So today we're going to present our impact project, and it's a 3D isometric game called Paving the Way. And the theme of our game is to play as a transportation designer and pave the way for visually impaired persons, which is called VIPs. As we found that um, amplify their voice is pretty important to us. So since we're trying to amplify the voice of VIPs, as we found it's very important because walking outside is actually a life-risking movement for them sometimes. Without proper infrastructures, they can hardly travel outside by themselves. And this just brings out our impact goal. We want to raise awareness for the issues impacting VIPs and help them to build a safer environment to travel around. And they don't need to rely on any others, it's just themselves. And to achieve that impact goal, we came out with a gameplay mechanic that allows players to build tactile pavings. So tactile pavement is a kind of pavement that features a series of patterns to communicate safety information to VIPs. In our game, the VIP keeps moving forward, and what players need to do is to put correct tactile paving tiles on the floor to navigate them to the correct destination. We designed two kinds of controls for players to choose from. You can drag and drop tiles, or you can click on this tile and a pop-up menu will show and you just choose which pattern you want. And also, once the VIP reach his destination, you can unlock both the next level and the first person impact mode. We have two play modes because if there is only just a little fun game, it cannot do that much impact as we want in the very beginning. So next, I will hand it over to Braden to introduce more about how we design the impact mode and how it works.
Hey everyone, I'm Braden. So I'm really excited to tell you all about the impact mode. In this mode, you get to step into the shoes of the visually impaired using 360-degree audio and the tactile paving you just created to navigate. There is no better way to understand how essential tactile paving is other than relying on it yourself. We've included a number of realistic depictions of visual impairment, from cataracts to complete blindness. So this is color blindness. There's also cataracts, glaucoma, and then even complete blindness. And so you actually the waffle-looking icon at the top of the screen, that's actually the tactile paving pattern, and you have to use purely that and the 360 audio to navigate. And so if you do try out this mode, I really recommend turning the sound on and putting on headphones because it is a really immersive and impactful experience. So this impact mode really aligns with our goal of raising awareness of the importance of tactile paving. Cities and towns need proper and well-maintained tactile paving to ensure the safety of the visually impaired. So this is an example where a total misuse of tactile paving used for decoration rather than functionality. So a visually impaired person would be really confused with this pattern. This is another example of a misuse. At best, this will lead to confusion for a visually impaired person, and at worst, this could lead to serious harm. And then these are some really extreme examples of how tactile paving can be misused and seriously cause harm to the visually impaired community.
Our biggest challenge was to find a common time for our meetings. With our busy schedules and the fact that we come from different places with different local times, we mainly communicate asynchronously, and we use GitHub and Google Drive for the project. And for the division of our task, we have separated them into three categories: so programming, level design, and art. And yes, and we look forward to receiving the feedbacks.